Hello dear SEBI Grade A aspirants and welcome to EduTap. So guys, your phase 2 exam is on 21st of February and I am sure you are giving your best for this. Now guys, we have been conducting such sessions for you to help you in your preparation and in your journey ahead. There are many students out there who are preparing on their own, or there are some of you are from non-general background. So these sessions are going to be very helpful to you, and they're going to guide you in the right direction. Reason being, descriptive English is a common section for all the streams. So all the very best, and let's jump into the session. And before we begin guys, don't forget to like the session and don't forget to subscribe if you're here for the first time. So guys, what are we going to cover in this video? Let's first discuss that. First of all, we are going to discuss what is the weightage of Precis Writing in SEBI Phase 2 exam. What was the previous year passage from Precis last year, 2024? What was the passage, and I'll also show you what could be a sample solution for that passage. Then what is a Precis and how to frame a Precis. Then we'll start with the definition of a Precis in the, all the nitty-gritties of Precis writing. Then what is the word limit, ideal time, and structure for a Precis. That is very important. That's where most of us make mistakes. Then what are the do's and don'ts of a Precis writing, of a Precis while writing Precis, and how to solve a Precis passage and create a Precis. So we are going to read a passage and we are going to solve it right here in this lecture itself. So don't miss out and do watch the session till the end. And at the end, I'll also give you a homework passage for your Precis practice. You can use this to practice your Precis and you can see how you fare with it. So that was the table of contents for this video. But before we go any further guys, I would like to inform you about our courses that we have launched for SEBI Descriptive English part, or SEBI Phase 2 actually. So guys, the links are given in the description of the video, but I'll show you a very simple way of going about it. Just go to your browser and type edutap, that's our name, edutap.in. And as you press enter, you will land on our homepage. Scroll down and you'll see all the courses available to you. On the third tab, you'll see SEBI Grade A courses here. Click on this and you will be redirected to SEBI courses. Now guys, this is what we are offering you. Now guys, this is a phase 2 recorded crash course for general stream, where you find all the concept classes, summary sheets, PYQs, chapter wise mock test, current affairs mock test, full length test for English, descriptive English, finance, management, economic and social issues, as well as current affairs. Now this is an exclusive 4000 MCQ for general stream, and this is a test series for your general stream guys. Now in this test series, we are going to provide you chapter wise mock test for all the subjects, current affairs mock test, full length test, and solved previous year questions here. So we are offering flat 78% and 75% discount on these courses respectively. For our general stream, test series general stream, the coupon code is WOW78, and for our recorded crash course also the coupon code is WOW78, and for our MCQs based exclusive MCQ based course, that is the coupon code is SEBI75. So guys, these are the courses we are offering you for your preparation and for your journey. So come join us, streamline your preparation and make your journey constructive and fruitful for yourself. Let's begin guys. So first of all, let's understand what is the pattern of descriptive English paper and what is the weightage of Precis writing in phase 2 exam. Now guys, the descriptive English paper holds weightage of 100 marks and you get only 60 minutes. This is the biggest challenge for SEBI. You get only 60 minutes to complete 3 answers. Essay writing is worth 30 marks. Reading comprehension is worth 40 marks. But Precis writing is, the most scoring part of this paper. Reason being, it's worth 30 marks and you only have to write 120 words. So 120 words worth 30 marks. That's, I think, it's a good deal, right? Because for essay you have to write 250, some 250 270 words, and from that's on your own. But Precis, you have to read the passage and you have to create a 120 word Precis on the basis of the passage. So that's simpler and easier to achieve. And reading comprehension, again, it's worth 40 marks, but there are 5 questions and you have to write around 400 words, around approximately 400 words. So essay and RC are very lengthy in the exam, but Precis is short and it can fetch you the maximum marks possible in the limited time that you have. So guys, make sure that you prepare and you practice Precis writing very well before you walk into the examination hall. So guys, this is the pattern for your of your SEBI descriptive English paper and weightage for Precis writing. Now first of all, let me show you the previous year passage and what could be a sample answer for this passage. This will give you clarity from the beginning that what Precis writing entails. So guys, let's read the passage. Now the word limit that was given last year was 140 to 160 words. So your Prezi ranges between 120 to 150 words. So this is the ideal word limit that we have to tackle as well. So let's read the passage. Let's see what could be a what kind of passages are given to you in the exam and what could be sample solutions for them. So guys, let's read with me. The gaming industry has undergone a profound transformation. Guys, I'm underlining, this is I'm showing you how to write, how to frame a Prezi. So while you are reading a passage, you have to note down the key points from every paragraph. So the gaming industry has undergone a profound transformation since the 2000s, evolving from a niche hobby into a multi-billion dollar global powerhouse. So that's what the passage is all about, the transformation of gaming industry. The rapid evolution has been fueled by technological advancements, the rise of internet, and shifts in consumer preferences. What was once considered a pastime for children and teenagers has now become a central part of modern culture and for many a lucrative career. This shift has allowed gaming not only to shape lifestyles but also to create new avenues for revenue generation for players, developers, and streamers alike. So this is what gaming industry has evolved into. In the early 2000s, gaming was predominantly driven by consoles like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo's offerings, with games sold primarily through physical media such as CDs or cartridges. As technology advanced, games became more virtually sophisticated and immersive, allowing for more complex storytelling and multiplayer experiences. The introduction of broadband internet in the mid 2000s revolutionized the gaming landscape, enabling online multiplayer gaming to flourish. By 2010, gaming had grown into a $50 billion industry with both console and PC gaming thriving. One of the most transformative developments was the shift from physical to digital distribution. That was one of the key transformative developments. The shift from physical to digital distribution. Platforms like Steam allowed players to download games directly to their devices, making gaming more accessible and convenient. This move also democratized game development, allowing independent developers to reach global audiences without needing large publishing deals. Now, the explosion of the mobile gaming in the 2010s further transformed the industry. The explosion of mobile gaming further transformed the industry. With smartphones becoming ubiquitous, mobile games attracted millions of new players. By 2019, mobile gaming accounted for nearly half of the global gaming market's $150 billion in revenue. The growth was driven by free-to-play model, which allows players to download games for free and make optional in-game purchases through microtransactions. This business model became a major source of revenue for both mobile and traditional game developers. As gaming became more mainstream, it also began to influence lifestyle and culture. Platforms like YouTube, Twitch, launched in the late 2000s, enable players to broadcast their gameplay to global audiences and creating phenomenon of game streaming. Professional streamers could build massive followings and generate revenue through donations, subscriptions, and advertising. As of 2023, Twitch had over 2.5 million active streamers per month, and the global live streaming industry was valued at over $3 billion. Esports or competitive gaming also emerged as significant part. Esports or competitive gaming also emerged as a significant part of the gaming ecosystem. What started as small tournaments in the early 2000s has grown into a global industry now, with professional leagues, massive pool prizes, and millions of viewers. In 2022, the global esports market was valued at over $1.3 billion, with top players earning millions through small sponsorships, tournament winnings, and brand deals. Right. Now, in addition, the growth of gaming related content on social media platforms has led to new forms of influencer marketing. Growth of gaming related content, it has also led to new form of influencer marketing, where top gamers promote products or services to their audiences. In 2021, gaming content creators generated an estimated $9.3 billion in global revenue, demonstrating the enormous financial potential of gaming as a profession. Now, since the 2000s, the gaming industry has evolved from a niche entertainment sector into a global cultural and economic force. With the rise of digital distribution, mobile gaming, streaming, and esports, gaming has not only become a popular lifestyle choice but also a viable career for millions. As technology continues to evolve, the gaming industry is poised to grow further, creating even more opportunities for players, developers, and entrepreneurs. So this was the passage, guys. It was basically the transformation in the gaming industry in the last 2 decades. So what could be this was the passage given in the 2024 exam, and let's see what could be a sample answer for this for this passage. So this is what your Prezi should look like, guys. So your title on top and everything in one paragraph below it. So the evolution of gaming from hobby to global powerhouse. That's the title. Now, what could be a sample Prezi for this? 120 or 140 word Prezi. Since the 2000s, the gaming industry has evolved from a niche hobby into global enterprise. This transformation was driven by technological advancements, internet growth, and changing consumer preferences. Initially dominated by consoles and physical media, gaming expanded with the digital distribution platforms, making games more accessible. Mobile gaming further accelerated the industry's growth, attracting millions of new players. The rise of streaming platforms like YouTube and Twitch enabled gamers to monetize content, while esports developed into a competitive global phenomenon. Today, gaming is not only a popular lifestyle but also a lucrative career path for many, offering vast opportunities for developers, streamers, and players alike. So, this is how you basically take out the core points. If you remember, guys, I noted down, I underlined all the key points as I read along, and then you have to collate those points in an organic manner and present it like you are the one who is presenting the crux of the passage. So this is what your Prezi should look like. So this is what the previous year passage was, and this is what a sample answer for this is. Now let's understand what Prezi writing entails and how do you frame a Prezi in your exam. So guys, first of all, let's begin with the definition of a Prezi, and please be very careful. These are some very concrete points to remember. Now guys, a Prezi is a clear, compact, condensed brief. Now, these are three important points. It's clear, it should be clear, there should be no anonymity, it should be compact, I mean to the point, and it should be condensed. That means a lot of information. Overall, most of the information in the passage should be condensed in the Prezi, and it should be a brief of the passage by exclusion of unimportant text and filtration of key points in writer's own words. That means in your own words. So these are the important points of a definition of a Prezi. Prezi is a clear, compact, condensed brief of a passage where you filter the key points of the passage and you write them in your own words. They are not to be replicated. See guys, the core idea, gaming industry, evolution, these words can't be changed, but the presentation has to be, has to be original in your own words. That is what they're looking for. So Prezi writing is regarded as a very important kind of composition because it develops one's capacity to discriminate between the essential and the non-essential. Now guys, what are the core points when you are when you are addressing or when you are framing a Prezi? First of all guys, many students suffer with this challenge that sir, how do we complete the Prezi specifically in the word limit? Now guys, there is a very rational and logical way of going about it. Guys, what you do is when you are writing an answer, please count your average number of words. Count your average, I'm saying average number of words per sentence. Guys, if you have written any answer, an essay or any answer for that matter, just count how many words you particularly write. Guys, this is subjective for everyone. You might write 10, maybe 12, maybe 15, and some of you might be writing maybe more than that. So count your average number of words and divide it by 150. So let's say you are writing 12 words per sentence, average. I'm just saying average, right? So 12 words per sentence. So that means you have to write about 11 to 12 sentences, give or take, excluding title and everything else. So if you do that, you will understand, okay, I will write 11 to 12 sentences in my Prezi. If you write 15 words per sentence, then it would be 9 to 10 sentences per for the whole Prezi. If you write more than that, let's say you write 18 words, then it should be 7 to 8 sentences per for your Prezi. So this is how you calculate how logically and how rationally you can target or you can achieve your word limit in the Prezi, because word limit is very important in your Prezi writing. So guys, what you do is count your average number of words per sentence and then divide it by 150 or 120, whatever is the word limit, and then plan accordingly, right? So that is what you need to do. You need to plan and outline the original passage of the article or the article that is given to you. So basically what I mean by plan or outline is, let's say guys, there are 7 to 8 paragraphs, or let's say I think there can't be more than 8 paragraphs. So let's say there are 7 to 8 paragraphs in your passage, and you say that you are supposed to write 9 to 10 sentences for your Prezi, averaging 15 words per sentence, right? So let's say you have to write 9 to 10 sentences and you have 8 paragraphs. So you can clearly tell yourself that, okay, if I take out one core point and if I create one sentence, if I collate core points of one paragraph and I create one sentence out of one paragraph each, right? I think that would be proportionate to what I'm trying to achieve and I'll be able to target the word limit that is mentioned. So this is how you plan your passage. So count the number of paragraphs that are given to you, and accordingly, check how many sentences that you are supposed to make. Let's say there are 8 paragraphs, one introductory sentence, one conclusionary sentence, and one sentence for every paragraph. That makes it 10 sentences, and then maybe a title on top. So that is how you basically you outline or you plan the original passage. So you need to start doing this when you're practicing. You can't just do it in the exam. So do it when you're practicing on your own. Second key point is keep only the abstract of the passage. Now guys, what is abstract? Abstract is the inherent purpose of the passage. Now guys, you just read the passage with me. What was the purpose of the passage? The passage wanted to highlight the evolution of gaming industry in the last 2 decades, right? So since 2000s, when there were consoles and Xbox and PlayStations, since then gaming industry has evolved so much. Now we are seeing digital form of gaming, right? Then we have mobile gaming industries. Then there are there are esports tournaments. So there are so many things that they discuss. What was the purpose of the passage? To basically uh, you know to let you know that what has been the change in the gaming industry in the almost in the last 2 decades or so. So that was the abstract of the passage. So you have to keep only the abstract of the passage. Guys, there was so much data. Remember, there were so many figures in the passage: 1.5 billion dollars, $10 billion industry. But in the Prezi, there was no data mentioned. Look at this, guys. There was no data. There is no data mentioned in the Prezi. This is what you need to remember, that Prezi only keeps the abstract of the passage. So remember, you have to only use the crux of the passage. The what do you say? The gist of the passage should be the should be kept in the Prezi when you are writing a Prezi on your own. So that is what we call to keep only the abstract of the passage. So remove any specific information data and keep only the crux of the passage in your Prezi. Then guys, selection of the most prominent phrases and sentences. So as I told you, what is a very good way of writing a Prezi? As you are reading the passage, with every paragraph, note down the keywords that you come across in that paragraph and write them down on the rough piece of paper that is provided to you in the exam. And when you are done reading the passage, then keep the piece of paper that you have written your keywords on, keep it in front of you, look at those keywords, and then create your Prezi from the keywords that you have written. That is what will organically create, that is how you can create an organic Prezi without having the tendency or without having the urge to copy and paste sentences from the passage. So if you only look at the keywords and frame them into sentences with core idea of the passage in your mind, that is what actually an original Prezi looks like. Okay. Now next, last but not the least, now once you have selected all the prominent phrases and sentences from all the paragraphs, then form a chain of facts that have been mentioned in different paragraphs, and then connect to make an organic whole. What is organic whole? I mean, it should be original in your own words, and it should look like a brief summary of the passage. That is what a Prezi is all about. Right? So this is what Prezi writing is, and this is what you need to keep in mind. So what are the key points of a Prezi, guys? How do you frame a title? Guys, title holds 3 to 4 marks in your exam. So don't, make sure you do not forget writing a title. See, I've seen many students doing this mistake. They read the passage and they start writing the Prezi straight away. They forget the title, or they think that okay, we will make the title at the end after completing the Prezi, and after they have completed the Prezi, they totally forget to write the title. So don't make that mistake. That's very, very important. And every year I get these comments on my videos that, sir, I forgot to mention the title, how many marks would be deducted? Every year. And not just this exam, every exam, be it RBI, be it NABARD, be it SEBI, be it PFRDA, or any other competitive exam, every year students comment to my videos, sir, I've forgotten title of the Prezi, and I tell them, I did tell you very clearly, do not forget the title. It is going to cost you marks in the exam. Second, guys, so what should be that? First point, what should be the title? The core idea. Right, so what we just saw, the transformation of gaming industry since 2000s, or the overhaul of gaming industry, right, in the 21st century, something like this. So guys, you've seen the headlines in your newspapers, right? You read newspapers, I believe that. So the, the headlines that you see in your newspapers, that is what your title should look like. Now, next point, guys, you cannot replicate sentences from the passage. If you replicate one sentence, your Prezi will start losing marks. So you cannot copy and paste sentences. That would beat the purpose of this exam. So you don't have to copy and paste sentences. You have to write. You have to keep the core idea of the passage, theme, the tone, everything should be kept the way it is in the passage, but it has to be presented in your own words. That is what they're looking for, your articulation, your drafting skills, right? And those are what come into play when you are writing your Prezi. Now guys, next thing to remember, your Prezi needs to have brevity and clarity. As I told you, it should be clear, it should not be ambiguous, and it should have brevity. That it should be coherent with the passage. It should not deviate from the passage. It should be in line with what is communicated in the passage, not something beyond the premises of the passage, or there should be no assumption, there should be no opinion or criticism added into the Prezi from your side. It has to be exactly the way it is written in the passage, even if you agree or disagree, even if you understand more than that, but you cannot write anything beyond the premises of the passage. Then guys, use the same tense as used in the original passage. Now many students ask me, so do we have to write Prezi in the past tense? No. If the passage is in past tense, keep the Prezi in past. If the passage is in present tense, keep it in the present. And if the passage refers to future, your Prezi should refer to future as well. So keep the tense of the Prezi same as in the original passage. You cannot and you should not deviate from that. Next, exclusion of statistical information and specific names, instances, and examples. Guys, I told you, no number or need, no data point, no specific name, no specific instance, example. Guys, there were so many names mentioned: Twitch, stream, YouTube. There were many other, Playbox, Xbox, and PlayStation. So many names mentioned in the passage, but we did not use any of those names in the Prezi. So any specific name, instance, example, or any statistical information, data point, any name of a person has to be excluded from the Prezi. Prezi is not highlighting one point. Prezi is overview of the passage in your own words. So you have to exclude statistical information and specific names, instances, and examples from the Prezi. Now guys, next, a very important thing to remember is observing proportion. If the word limit is 120, your passage has to, your Prezi has to be finished before 120. You will not be able to write more than that. Now if the word limit is 140 to 160, you have to target, the ideal word limit is 150. So anything in between 140 to 160 is the ideal word limit. And how can you meet that? I told you earlier, count your average number of words in your sentences and divide that by 150. So you get the number of sentences and then write your Prezi in the same number of sentences as you get. So this is how you can rationally observe proportion. And another thing is observing proportion. What happens, guys? See, what most of the students face when they start writing a Prezi, what they do is they take so many sentences from the first couple of paragraphs that they do not have enough word limit left to discuss the rest of the passage in the last of the Prezi, and then that's when they squeeze everything into the end. That is where your Prezi starts feeling disproportionate. So as I told you, this is a rational and most logical way of observing proportion, so that equal importance is given to all the points. So what is observing proportion? Equal importance, equal let's say emphasis, equal emphasis on all the key points. So you can't just highlight one or 2 points and then rest of the points are not given enough emphasis. All the points should be equally and proportionately emphasized in the Prezi. And how to do that? Count the number of sentences, count the number of paragraphs, and articulate your Prezi accordingly. And last but not the least, guys, follow the word limit, whatever is mentioned to you in the passage, in the exam, because if you exceed, you can't exceed, because there is a there is a maximum limit now, and if you write below the word limit, your marks will be deducted, because Prezi writing is more, it's all about fine tuning your Prezi within the word limit that is being mentioned to you. So these are the key points, core points of a Prezi. Now guys, let's understand what is the ideal, what is the specific word limit, and what should be the ideal time to allocate to a Prezi, and what should be the structure of a Prezi. So guys, let's read up for SEBI Grade A Descriptive English paper, which includes essay, Prezi and comprehension. Prezi writing, the word limit is expected to be around 120 words, but last year it was between 140 to 160 words. So guys, when you're practicing on your own, I would suggest that you practice, 150, you target 150. See guys, if you are able to complete it in 150, 140 words, you shall be able to complete it in 120 as well. So don't always write 120 words. I think the ideal word limit should be in between 120 to 150. So if you finish anything between 150 and 120, closer to 150, that would be good to practice when you're practicing on your own. Now, what should be the ideal time allocation for your exam? Guys, since the entire descriptive English paper is just 60 minutes, 1 hour, so there's not enough time to think and ponder over and do so much. So aspirants commonly follow this time strategy. Essay writing should be completed in 20 minutes. Comprehension, because it's the biggest chunk of the paper and the most weightage, with the most weightage and 5 questions for it. So 25 minutes for RC, and Prezi is the shortest section of the paper but the most scoring part. So it should be completed in 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, for first 4 or 5 minutes to read the passage, and then next 10 minutes to articulate your Prezi in your own words. So that should be the breakup, and that is the ideal time limit for your Prezi. Now, what should be the format? What should be the structure of a Prezi, guys? Please remember this carefully. So you start with the title on top. So you write your title on top with a full stop at the end. Now, guys, many students ask me, sir, should we write title or should we just straight away write the title itself? Guys, both are acceptable. If you write title and give it a hyphen and then write title, that is also acceptable. If you do not write this word title and straight away write the title and carry forward, that is also acceptable. So nothing to worry about. So you have to mention the title on top, written on a separate line. That is very important. Now, once you've written your title, after full stop, press the space bar and then press enter. Your cursor will move to the next line, and then next, your Prezi should be written in only one paragraph. So let me give you a broad understanding by picturizing this. Okay, what should your Prezi look like? If this is your Prezi, so your Prezi should look like something like this. So your title should be written here on the top, and then everything that you have to write in the Prezi has to be written in one paragraph below the title. That is the structure of a Prezi. Please remember this, guys. So everything in Prezi is written in only one paragraph. So the title on top, and below that title, the Prezi body, single paragraph only. So you start your Prezi with the central idea of the passage. It continues with compressed key arguments of the passage, and it ends with a conclusion or any implication, if any, that is mentioned in the passage. So all that is to be written in only one paragraph. Guys, if you use multiple paragraphs, bullet points, titles, it would be a mistake. So how it should look like in the answer, I showed you with the picture. This is what your Prezi should look like. So it should be in one paragraph. No subheadings, no bullet points, no numberings in your Prezi. It should be completely like one paragraph with title on top. That is what the structure of a formal structure of a Prezi is, and that is what we follow during the exam. All right. So this was the structure of a Prezi. Now, guys, let's understand what are some specific do's and don'ts of Prezi writing. Now, guys, how do you start a Prezi? Always start the Prezi with the main idea, the central theme of the passage. Even though the passage starts with something something else, but you should start with the main idea. So start the Prezi with the main idea, so that the reader can quickly understand the essence of the Prezi. That is very important to very important for the evaluator, so that you understand that you have understood the Prezi concretely. So the first sentence of the Prezi should be the central idea of the passage in one sentence itself, what the whole passage talks about. Then, while writing a Prezi, make a suitable environment where all the points can be described and discussed equally. That is what I meant when I said observe proportion. So guys, when you observe proportion, that is when you will be able to discuss all the points organically and equally. Now, as a Prezi is concise, compress it by using connecting words. Use conjunctions like however, in addition to, along with, as well as, together with, besides, the so and so, and make sure that space is available to retain the important data, important keywords, and the important concepts of the passage. Now, removing the irrelevant data or irrelevant sentences is as important as writing the relevant points. Thus, identify the elaborative data, the point which is the sentences which are used to elaborate the points, so superfluous data and facts, and keep only the core idea of the work core idea of the passage in the précis. So always remove the superfluous data very wisely, very carefully, and keep only the core idea of the passage in your précis. Now guys, make sure you do not form any personal opinions, you do not make any personal remarks, or you do not add any criticism from your side in a précis. Précis should be a replica of the original passage. Let's call it a miniatured replica of the original passage, guys. Let's put it this way. So nothing beyond the premises of the passage should be included in your précis. Second, another thing to remember, guys, always takes the fact and data, I mean the information that is given in the paragraph only. That is what I meant. Nothing beyond the premises of the passage can be included in your précis. Do not, another point to remember, you also cannot copy and paste sentences from the passage. You cannot reuse text from the passage. If you copy and paste sentences as it will lead to deduction of marks, and huge deduction. And guys, what you need to do is use synonyms to present the sentences in your own words. So your vocabulary will play a crucial role here. Your articulation, your drafting, how you present something in your own words. So can you say can you use synonyms? Like for evolution, can you say overhaul? The overhaul of the gaming industry in the last 2 decades has been paved with the help of technology, internet, and changing interest or changing gaming ecosystem around the world. So you're saying the same thing but in your own words. That is what is needed in a précis. So these are, guys, some do's and don'ts that you must remember while you are framing a précis. Okay. Now, guys, now we are going to solve a précis passage here. So this is the passage which was again given in the previous year questions, and let's read the passage and then we are going to make a précis out of it. So I'll show you, how to frame a précis, and after this I'll give you a homework passage as well. So what you need to do with the homework, you need to make a précis for the passage, and you can see if you are if you're writing in writing the précis, if you've started writing in the in line with the demand of the question. Okay, so first let's solve the passage here. So this is a previous year précis from the year, I think, I'm not sure if I'm not wrong, it's from the year 2024, and the one that we did earlier was from 2022. So let's read okay, whichever it is, let's read it and let's solve it. So I'll keep on highlighting the core points as I read along, and you also observe that what I'm underlining, and then we will see if that can be used in the précis or not. So let's start, guys. Certainly, with the advent of globalization, the market has become more competitive because it has opened the opportunity for new competitors. This does not necessarily mean risk for the this does not necessarily mean risk for the survival of local businesses, but a challenge. But a challenge that they must consider. So it can be a challenge for the local businesses. This challenge relates to the need to create greater consumer loyalty to products and services, greater suitability of the product to the consumer's needs, and greater concern about the social impact of the company. So this challenge relates to the need to create greater consumer loyalty to products and services, greater suitability of the product to the consumer's needs, and greater concern about the social impact of the company. Moreover, this global scenario represents some opportunities for the companies to act in the new markets. It is clear that this action will depend mainly on the quality of their own products and services offered. So to enter into new markets, new companies have to provide better quality of products and services, better suitability of the products to the needs, and greater concern about the social impact of the company. So that is what it is saying. So to enter new markets, with the advent of globalization, new companies have to do all that. Now, however, first, the concept of product quality is not so immediate and obvious. Although not universally accepted, the definition for quality with greater consensus is that suitability for the consumer usage. This definition is comprehensive because it includes two aspects: characteristics that lead to satisfaction with the product and absence of failures. So these are the two characteristics of of the suitability of consumer usage. In fact, the main component consists of the quality characteristics of the product features that meet the consumer's needs, and thus it provides satisfaction for the same. So the basically first thing is to understand the product quality, the concept of product quality. If it meets the needs of the consumers and if it satisfies them, that is what what basically quality means to most of the people across the world. Let's read further. These needs are related not only to the intrinsic characteristics of the product, such as the sensory characteristics of a food product, but it also to its availability in the market with a compatible price. So such as sensory characteristics of a food product, but also to its availability in the market with a compatible price and in a suitable packaging. So it's not just the intrinsic characteristic of a product such as sensory characteristics, but also availability in the market and pricing and suitable packaging. The other part is the absence of faults, which is related to the characteristics of the product according to their specifications, making the consumer inspired by the reliability of the product. That is, the consumer is sure that he will acquire a safe product without health risks and with the properties claimed on the label. So the second point is that it should be healthy, it should be safe, and it should adhere with the properties claimed on the label. Now, for these objectives to be achieved, it is required an efficient management of quality, which implies continuous improvement activities at each operational level and in every functional area of the organization. The quality management combines the quality management combines commitment, discipline, and a growing effort by everyone involved in the production process and fundamental techniques of management and administration. So this is what is needed when you want to provide quality with the goal of continuously improving all processes. For that, industries need to be structured organizationally, establish policies and quality programs, and measure customers' satisfaction, and even use more quality tools and methodologies. Specifically for the food industry, also involves the knowledge and application of techniques and programs for product safety. So that was the passage. Now, what could be the highlight of the passage? Quality management, important aspects of food industry or new industry. The competitiveness of a company can be seen as a reflection of the strategies adopted as a means to adapt to prevailing standards of competition in the markets in which the organization operates. So guys, the first sentence was the core idea of the passage. This is the central theme of the passage. So the first sentence should be the first sentence of the passage should be the central theme of the passage. The central idea of the passage should be the first sentence of the passage. So the competitiveness of a company can be seen as a reflection of the strategies adopted as a means to adapt to prevailing standards of competition in the markets in which the organization operates. Certainly, quality is a key factor for the food industry, which acts in as food industry acts in a market increasingly globalized. For that, companies must establish competitive strategies and develop an appropriate internal structure. The reality of each company in financial terms, cultural organization, and motivation will determine the degree of maturity and efficiency in quality management. What can be concluded is that the competitive advantage certainly goes through the constant search for new tools, learning management systems that improve the quality of processes and services and consequently the products offered by the food industry. So this was basically about the food industry, the quality management in food industry and what is needed in that. So guys, okay, this is the homework passage for you. Now guys, if you want the PDF of this session, you can get the PDF from our Telegram channel. The link for our Telegram channel has been given in the description of the video. But you can also pause this video here and you can read the passage and write a Prezi for it. So guys, this is a homework passage for you. You have to write a 120 word Prezi on it and give it an apt title. So this is basically based on insolvency and bankruptcy code. And let's see if you are able to comprehend everything and if you are able to present a concrete Prezi for it. So this is the short passage for you. If you want to start today, you can start with this passage and let's see how you frame your answers. Guys, you can paste your Prezi answers in the comment section of the video. Let me see how well you write your answers and let me see how well you are able to articulate your Prezi in before the exam. So guys, that was all about Prezi writing. Before we wrap up the session guys, how EduTap helps you in your preparation. Now guys, in our courses, lecture wise video for every topic is provided to you in our courses. If you're preparing for descriptive English, even if you're from a non-general background, there are descriptive English courses available on our platform. So just call us on the number given on the screen, which is 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. So first of all, lecture wise videos for every topic, essay writing, Prezi writing, comprehension are provided to you in your course. Second, PYQs are included since 2018. So all PYQs are included with questions and the updated new patterns. This will help you to understand what kind of topics are asked in the exam. Third, sample mock tests with solutions are provided to you, and along with that, 5 full-length tests are also provided to you for your practice, which those 5 full-length tests will be evaluated by us, and we will provide you a detailed feedback and your score and what you need to improve in your answers as well along with this. So your answers will be evaluated by us, and for those 5 full length tests, they'll help you in the simulation of the exam, because the interface of the exam is very important for before you walk into the exam room. And doubt resolution within 24 hours, guys. We provide resolution to your doubts within 24 hours. If you have any doubt, any query, we are there to resolve your queries whenever you need us. So your doubt resolution is done within 24 hours. So that was all about Precis Writing. I hope, guys, this will direct you in the in a direction which you need to follow for your exam. Guys, do share your feedback on our official email ID with us, hello@edutab.co.in, and we'll be more than happy to help you and serve you in any way possible. And guys, before I wrap up the session, I would like to inform you again, how can you enroll in our courses? Now, although the links are given in the description of the video, but there is a simple way of going about it, guys. Just go to your browser on your laptop or PC and just type edutab.in. So just type edutab.in and you'll land on our homepage. So this is what our homepage looks like. Now the third tab from top is SEBI Grade A courses. Click on this, scroll down, and you'll see the courses available to you. This is a recorded crash course for phase 2 for general stream. Now for all the subjects for your finance management, economic and social issues, current affairs, and general awareness and descriptive English, all the subjects are included in this. Now this is exclusive 4000 MCQ course for general stream, and this is a phase 2 test series for your general stream. At this stage, this is going to be very, very productive for you. Now if you avail this test series, you will have chapter wise mock tests for all the subjects, including English, current affairs mock tests, full length mock tests for your exam. As I told you, 5 full length mock tests will be provided to you on the simulation, on the interface of the exam, and we will evaluate and assess your answers, and we will provide you a detailed feedback of your answers, and then solve previous year questions, and also sample tests are also provided to you in your course. So guys, the validity of this course is 6 months, and we are offering flat 78% discount on this course. The coupon code is WOW78, and you can see the other coupon codes, WOW78, SEBI75. So just click on buy now, and you will be redirected to the to the payment page. Just put in your name, ID, and everything, and you will be ready to start your journey with us. So guys, that was all about Precis Writing. Very soon I'm also going to come up with another session for reading comprehension as well. But guys, at this stage you need rigorous practice, you need hand holding, you need feedback, you need assessment, and that is what we offer you at EduTap. So come join us, streamline your preparation, and make your journey constructive and fruitful for yourself. So that's it for this session, guys. I hope this will help you in your preparation and in your journey ahead. But before we wrap up the session, I wish you all the very best for your endeavors ahead. Keep on working hard, keep on giving your best, and I'm sure you will come out with flying colors. Guys, if you still have any doubts, any queries, please call us on this number during the office hours, which is 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutab.co.in. That's our official email ID. So thank you so much once again, guys. All the very best, and I'm sure you are going to do wonders in the exam. So keep on working hard, keep on giving your best once again, and stay focused to the goal that you have desired for yourself. So thank you so much. All have a good day and happy learning to all of you. Thank you. Bye bye.